Alright guys, welcome back. This is going to be our first time playing a new game. Wrestling GM, you may have heard of it. I think guys like Durga Time are playing it at the minute. And it's a mobile app booking game, as you can see here, or if you've seen their videos. First of all, I'd like to thank you guys at Psycho Games for reaching out and asking me if I would play this game. It means an awful lot, obviously being a small channel, that they're still actually willing to reach out to a channel like this. So got a big props for them. And of course the link and stuff for this game, as they've obviously asked me to play it, will be in the description down below. So as you can see, the game runs with a trophy system here. This is actually the first time I've played it, so we are going to be going in pretty blind, but you can get all these trophies for running events, doing well in different continents, and then obviously you can get your in-game transactions for different continents and buying legends and stuff, which we might dip into at some point, I'm not sure, but you know, microtransactions are something that's pretty normal, I think, nowadays in mobile games, but we're at the minute on the trial version. So if you don't know how it works, there is the 5 big, I guess, continents or countries in pro wrestling at the minute: the US, Canada, Mexico, Europe, and Japan. And then there's companies kind of like the C-verse, if you're familiar with TW, in each one, and each company comes with its own stars and its own wrestlers, all with backgrounds. The companies have backgrounds. There's champions in every company. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for Europe, probably the British Wrestling Collection. So, yeah, it's British Wrestling Collective. I do enjoy British wrestling. Even a bit of NXT UK, stuff like that, OTT, Irish wrestling. And from what I've read of this previously, their background, it's 3 companies all came into one. So now you've got your Triple Crown champion, a pure belt, and a tag team belt. I think that's what we'll go with. We'll read more into it when we get into it, but this will be our promotion for the save. We'll just call this Nico Gaming. Get into it. So it looks like they're the biggest company in British wrestling at the minute. So hopefully we can not screw this up. So, welcome to Fight Card. So this is where you book your shows. Each month you book 4 shows in the pay-per-view. So that's what we'll be doing. Let me know what you guys want from each episode. Personally, for this episode, obviously I'll talk through the game a bit, and then we will book the show. But next show, if you want, should you see me book it or just run it, we can do that. I mean, as I said before, I'm going in blind, so we're learning as we go, and then next episode I'll look more into the game and some of the guys' backstories, so we can maybe book a better product in episode 2. But yeah, so we have at least 90 minutes and 2 matches and 1 angle required. So these are you get coins you can buy free agents, I believe, and then you convert game points you get, I think, from running shows into coins. This is our main event: Highlander, Gonzalo Marine, Behemoth, Hercules Herman, Steve Nottingham, and Oliver Redman. I believe the yellow is face, the yellowy green color, and then the purple is heel, which makes sense, as you can see it there. Product, it's modern, face versus heel, fluid, mainstream, like some hardcore wrestling, so we can work with it. I know we've got a pure belt, don't we? The Triple Crown winner, Triple Crown champion, is Gonzalo Marine. And see, you can see like there's a title reign and everything here, which I think is really cool. How many reigns people have had. You can track like development and stuff. The Pure Championship is currently held by Cassius Thorne, and our tag team champions are Ortega and Grande. I wonder, are they linked with Marine? There is no women's belt. I don't know if you can add championships and stuff to this, but you know, something we can maybe find out in a later episode. Are they a stable? They're not. The Spanish contingent, Tiago, Ortega, and Hugo Grande, are one of our tag teams. Technique, Chris Paddock, and Johnny Flesh. It doesn't look like our tag team division's great, or at least inexperienced. Red cards, Bash Wagner and Jim Houlihan. The Superhumans, Nordstorm and Big Swede. Will Williams and Leo Fury, The Rebellion and Brain Trust, Cassius Thorne, who's our pure champion, I believe, and Adebayo. Unwanted, Chris Paddock, Steve Nottingham. The Gallows, Behemoth and Dan Brickhouse. Towers of Doom, Behemoth and Hercules Herman. Are these some of these I assume are not working tag teams at the minute, if you know what I mean? Inactive, I believe, is what TEW call them. And then the 12 Laborers. So if we look at our roster here, can I not click on? Oh, roster's over here. Our champions are Cassius Thorne, Gonzalo Marine, Hugo Grande, and Diego Ortega. So I guess first goal, if we're going to book 2 months of this, presumably, maybe ending it with Marine losing the belt to a big babyface. Someone like face main eventers, Hercules Man 41, Oliver Redman maybe, Steve Nottingham, the Highlander. The Highlander is the most over, but he's also 40. What age is oh, because I've got, yeah. Gonzalo Marine is 30. He's a, you can see here, veteran council, boot camp. Got all these things you can use on him in the dojo. And these are his stats. Good charismatic wrestler, able to go for long bouts. Hopefully, maybe we put Redmond in there with him. Build up, you know. So maybe have him go over. Have Marin go over the Highlander in the first show. We're getting risky here. And then in show 2, have Marin hopefully lose to Redmond. Now I don't know how fast you can push people in this game, but we may end up finding out. So we'll build that. That'll be our first feud. Don't menu. Corporate. Feud number 1 will be a 1v1 between our face main eventer, the Highlander, and our heel main eventer, Gonzalo Marin. Ice cold feud at the minute, but we'll sort that out in a minute. I believe there was something about the pure matches are 2 or 3 falls. If I'm going a bit fast, by the way, feel free to tell me to slow down next time. This is our event history page there I was just on. There you go, about. However, it also has a British Wrestling Collective Pure Championship that stresses technical wrestling and has a difficult set of rules, presenting a 2 or 3 falls matches. Okay, so that's kind of like the British rules matches that they occasionally do on NXT UK, right? I don't watch a lot of NXT UK at the moment. Only the matches that really sort of take on my interest. Maybe what tag team? If we're aiming for a, you know, babyface pickup here of ending the series or whatever, or you know, building the series towards some babyface champions, seeing all of our belts are held by heels. We could maybe get some faces on in the tag team division, hopefully. So Fury and Drake are undercard. There are no midcard faces apparently. Oh, it's because I've got opener still done. Bash Wagner, Grundy, Jack Wright, Jim Houlihan, Johnny Flash, Chris Paddock, and Will Williams are all baby faces. So what about, where do they rank in the tag team division? Is there anyone in the tag division we could use? Technique maybe? There was someone I liked actually. And that was Paddock and Nottingham, the Unwanted. Both baby faces. So we could maybe build a feud between Nottingham, Paddock, and our champions. So we will do that. New feud 2v2. It will be face mid Carters, Paddock and Pack. Who's your Titan partner? It says down here, doesn't it? Steve Nottingham. Oh, Steve Nottingham's a main eventer, that's why. That's my mix-up. And then the heels of Hugo Grande and Thiago Ortega. And then we'll actually book there, and then we'll maybe leave it up to episode 2 if there's someone you've seen me scroll through the roster of, or you want them involved in a story with our pure champion. And maybe we can sort that out for you guys. So we'll have our first segment, a TV2 match. Will not let me book a TV2 match. Do you have someone with a promo? That segment. 1v1 match. Continue. TV2 match. Continue. Oh, I have to click. Okay. So we're gonna go for a TV2 match. Normal match. Continue. View teams. We want to give a win to Paddock and Nottingham. So we will pick them here. Also, the roster is the same for everybody, so if you guys see some stuff you like, some guys you like, and you're playing along beside us, let me know, and then we can book them on here as well. Who's a good heel undercard tag team for us we could use? We'll go with Nordstrom and Big Swede. I kind of like Nordstrom and Big Swede, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tempted to turn them face at some point. So this is the way you pick your winner. You can either select them like that, or you can go for a random winner. We're going to just give it to Paddock and Nottingham. Give them the pinfall win. Nice 10-minute opener, I think. They're all good tag teams, so maybe we'll push it actually to 12. That's 13, 12. And then after that, we want an angle. And they are going to challenge the tag team champions. As you can see, when they go yellow, that's their indicating their fatigue or they're being used on the show. Being used on the show could obviously affect your. They're not calling out Big Swede. They are calling out our tag team champions, Thiago Ortega and Hugo Grande. In between the episodes, I will run through some of the backstories because I do think that Ortega and Grande are aligned with Marine. That might just be because it's maybe they're all Spanish, but you know, maybe they can be our version of Phantasma's stable on NXT, maybe. So that's 16 of our first 30 minutes. Then we will have another match, just another 1v1. Just getting used to how we run this. Some is there any mid cards here we want to push? Bone Collector. Could give Thorne a match. Jack Wright, Jim Hurahan, Johnny Flash, Will Williams. We'll give the Bone Collector a match against Lucky Drake. Bit of a jobber match, you know, just give Bone Collector a nice dominant win. And then we'll bounce into a angle where we will have, I don't know if that notification popped up in the top corner of my screen. If it did, apologies. Where the big man, Highlander, I probably scrolled past him here. There is Highlander. Oh, because he's under the Highlander, that's right. Is going to call out our champion Marine. Take those 4 minutes. Then 26 minutes in, we're going to have a title match on the first episode. Not the main event. Best of 3, I assume that's what TV2 Falls is. As you can see, the prestige on some matches is more than others. It just indicates how, how much it will get them back in terms of things like popularity. So we are looking for Cassius Thorne, our champion, who will take on a mid-card babyface like... You can take on Grundy. Why not? Pure title will be on the line. We'll give Cassius the 2-0 win. Give them 18 minutes in the middle of the card. We're not booking a lot, we're sort of trying to get a decent run with the thing here. A slick, easy to follow show, hopefully. A celebration for Cassius here. We might be overusing people, but this is just something we're going to discover as we go along. Then the way I wanted to book this was we will book another challenge. A 1v1 challenge where a main event... Should we do another main event face? Someone like... Or main event heel. Someone like Behemoth will also call out our champion Marine. I hope Marine doesn't lose fatigue for that, just because he's being called out twice, but I guess we'll find out. We'll know how to book better next time, and that will lead to a 1v1 match between between Behemoth and the Highlander, who is right down the bottom here. Oh, you click him on the other side, of course. So the Highlander will go over, obviously, so he'll be the #1 contender in the future. Give them 20 minutes. We're going to actually maybe have a bit of time left over, so we might push it to 25. Yeah. 75 minutes. I don't think there's like a stare down option. I do enjoy a post-match sort of like stare down or, that sort of thing. It's something that I book on the regular. It should actually be angle promo 2-person, and it's going to be Godzilla Marine calling out the Highlander, or not calling him out, but just maybe coming out, giving him a sarcastic clap, cutting a better promo on him, telling him he's past his best, stuff like that. Then what do we need? We've 8 minutes. We'll just pick another guy to... oh, is it 90 minutes? Sure must be at least 90, okay. I didn't know if it was like one of those 90 minutes or kind of things. Another normal match. Do we have any mid-card faces I'd like to give a win? We'll go for Jack Wright. He can get a win over Tim Brickhouse. Why not? Jack Wright gets the win in 8 minutes. Now we're just going to have to make sure we can move this somewhere into the middle of the card. Yeah, oh, so you just drag it like this. So if we drag this one down, put that back up. Will that do if it's up there? Yeah, I can, well, swap these two just. And then I can sort of sit there. Oh, we need an extra minute. We'll just give Cassius an extra minute on his celebration, and then we'll start the show. So, we open with a 53. Good match, entertainment-wise, apparently. As Paddock and Nottingham beat... Right, so you can change the teams. As the Unwanted beat the Superhumans. The Unwanted gain experience, as do the superhumans. Paddock went up in fans, basics, psychology. Nottingham went up, fans, technical psychology, basics. So that's actually looks like it's done us a decent job. Hopefully, we can build that into a match for the pay-per-view against our tag team champs. The angle of them calling out Ortega and Grande got a 46. I'm assuming the green ring means it improved our feud. The Unwanted were good in this angle. Ortega and Grande were not that good, but they're increasing in charisma. And the Unwanted are a cool tag team, gaining in fans. The Bone Collector in a 38 defeats Lucky Drake. He got a 43. A couple of things going up there. Lucky Drake a 41. So he's not, Lucky Drake for being an opener is not actually as bad as I thought he might have been. The Highlander calls out Gonzalo Marine in a 68. Superstar look, menacing, cool factor. Maybe we should just put the belt on Highlander to end the series, but we'll see. Worst case scenario, we have to have Highlander cheat or Highlander lose from cheating, and then win in the next review. 1v1 best of 3, 2-0 win for Cassius Thorne in a 60 rated match. Thorne got a 52. Some good improvements there. Let me know in the next episode who you want to see him face, if there's anybody you've liked so far. And Grande, unfortunately, getting 54, but did actually improve. He outperformed our champion. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about now. Is a decent hardcore wrestler by the looks of it. Might be something we have to look at. Cassius celebrates 52, gains more fans again. Jack Wright defeats Dan Brickhouse. Jack Wright got a 50, the match a 59. Dan Brickhouse is 60. Maybe we should be focusing more on Brickhouse in the future, actually. Superstar look, good hardcore wrestler as well. Maybe a feud with Grande in the future there. Behemoth calls out Gonzalo Marine at 57 for him. Improves in fans and charisma. Marine improving in both those as well. 54 for his end of the segment. And the main event gets a 65 between the Behemoth and the Highlander. Feels like real, sort of real old school wrestling. You know, both men are highly gimmicked. But I like it, you know. I like it. 64 from Behemoth. 70 for the Highlander. Lots of badges here. Seems to have gotten from this. Going up in fans. Going up skill-wise. His technical rating is not great, but it's getting better. And then the promo afterwards, 65 between him and Marine. Marine got 68, he got 66. Not bad. Seems like a decent first show. We don't really have anything to judge it off of. I guess we're just going to have to base it episode by episode. Is there like a rundown of this after? Yeah, show 1, we unlocked a bronze trophy. Book 1 event in Europe. Gained fans, got some points, we can turn them into coins to get free agents if you like. Then it just runs down our card again here. So if you missed any of it, here is the card that we ran through. A defense of our pure title, of course. Is there more analysis? No, okay. Yeah. And that is our first show, ladies and gentlemen. A boost in fans. We've got our points here. We can turn into coins maybe if you'd like to pick up some free agents in the next episode. But anything you want us to do, let me know in the next, in the comment section down below, and we can try anything that you guys want. I'm fresh to this game. I want to learn about it much like you guys, I'm sure, do. Thanks again to the guys from Sicko Games for telling me to, for asking me to play this game, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.